Okay, this is their game plan every single time. They do something bad. They try to harass people out of spaces. Then they cry harassment. They cry out to the media, and then they run their campaign afterwards saying, "Oh, I'm the victim here." And this is what we saw with Gamergate back in the day, and Anita Sarkeesian and Brianna Wu and Zoe Quinn. Now we're seeing it with Kotaku and the editor-in-chief of Kotaku, who wrote a hit piece against the gamers in general, just random people, because of the Sweet Baby Inc. situation. Now, as we know, Sweet Baby Inc.'s been involved with all the diversity, equity, and inclusion crap in all these games in the last few years. They've been ruining video games from top to bottom. They shake down companies. We've seen video of the CEO out there who has been clearly racist towards white people. No apology from Sweet Baby Inc. at all. And of course, once somebody made a list of the video games that Sweet Baby Inc.'s worked on, just a list of their games, didn't even say anything about it. Here's the list of the games they work on. One of their employees went out there and cried harassment, said that this needed to be taken down. It's against the terms of service to have a list of video games. Oh my gosh. Of course, that didn't stick very well with gamers. That list now, Sweet Baby Inc. detected on Steam, has more than 200,000 people. And so Kotaku did damage control. What they did is they wrote this stupid article which had no points to it other than to lambast gamers and say Sweet Baby Inc.'s really not doing anything anybody else isn't doing. I mean, it's just the industry standard. What are you upset about? And tried to gaslight people on this the other day. As soon as that happened, of course, the editor-in-chief of Kotaku went protected in the tweets. And now she's taking to Twitter, she's unprotected her Twitter account, and crying victim, saying it's all about harassment, of course. My name's John Delarose. I'm the editor-in-chief of fandompulse.com. We are the counter to Kotaku, the counter to IGN, the counter to CBR, Bleeding Cool, and all of the mainstream media that's going to be covering this and trying to lambast gamers and blame you for these companies' bad decisions. We're going to report the truth, and we're going to be one of the few outlets that does. So please follow my website, fandompulse.com. That's in the description below. Really appreciate everybody who reads the news every day from us. You guys are the best. Okay, let's get into these tweets right here. And here it is. Deal. If you're a woman, queer person, person of color in this space, you notice how they're all the same. Women, queer persons, and persons of color. They're just monolith, right? Diversity. They all look the same. You probably experienced harassment, probably more than once. But when you have a life on the internet, it's like a swarm of bees stinging a giant. Why do they all talk like this? Just make your point. I never make tweets that look like this long. It's God. This isn't your blog. Temporary pain at the overwhelming nature of it, sure, but it goes away. The people attacking me wouldn't speak to me in person. They wouldn't be at the places I hang out or around the people I love because they live online and speak in echo chambers. Imagine them on the subway, getting a coffee at your corner shop, at a local show. Yeah, well, guess what? We are out there, and you're the ones living on the internet. This is pure projection all the time. It's ridiculous. My dad called me to talk about an NYR trade. He could hear the stress in my voice, asked what's up. She's stressed because she knew she put out a bad article that was just lambasting all the fans who are actually reading her stuff. And instead of actually just telling the truth in journalism, she went and did something wrong in order to cover for the DEI crap in order to protect this evil, evil company. He says, shut up your laptop. The internet isn't real life. Wow, what a good advice. And yet she's on here writing a blog complaining about it rather than doing just that. Anyway, I'm going to go hang some shelves and mount my TV and other home improvement things. I love when they do this kind of thing. What cope? I will also probably play Overwatch because I'm a sicko. Twitter doesn't exist when I'm not on it, so she's going to stare at a screen to get rid of her staring at a screen anxiety. And yes, this is her final deal. Yes, I went private because they're trying to report all my tweets. Cancel culture strikes again. So she's mocking it right here. And of course, she's trying to play the victim and say that we're the real cancel culture people. It's quite the opposite. These people at Sweet Baby Inc. are trying to cancel white people in general. It's absurd. It's racist. It's sick. Why are you okay with this? It used to be like races had to be equal. Not anymore. Not with Sweet Baby Inc. And we know this. They've shaken down video game companies, gotten who knows how many people fired, ruined countless video games, and tried to get gamers out of the industry because they want to push a political agenda on everybody. And you've been covering for it at the end of the day. Now, not only that, but we know that Sweet Baby Inc. went out there and had their guy try to get this list taken down, try to get the person banned who made the list. And of course, you didn't report on that on Kotaku, did you? You just completely swept it under the rug, pretended the cancel culture wasn't there, and pretended you're the victim after reporting on it. And that's part right here. Now, the people who talk to me wouldn't even speak to me in person. Let's change this right now. Hello, my name is John Del Arroz, EIC of Fandom Pulse. I would love to have you on my channel to talk about this situation and debate, since I am not afraid to speak to you in person. Are you afraid of us? Okay, there you go. It's out there in the wild. The challenge has been sent, and we would gladly have her on the show to talk about this if she's willing to speak in person. But you know she won't. You know that she's just hates all the bigots and Nazis, and that's how she lives her life. She's a bitter, angry person who's trying to cover for evil, and that's what it is at the end of the day. Leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Hit that like and subscribe button. We'll be back soon.